Hi, Dan from Cloudsmith here, and in this video we're going to look at how you can push your packages to a Cloudsmith repository using AWS CodeBuild. I've logged into the AWS console and I'm going to create a new project in CodeBuild. I give my project a name, in this case Cloudsmith CodeBuild Demo. I then pick a source for the build project, which will be one of my GitHub repositories. I just paste the repository name in here, and I've already connected to GitHub using a personal access token. I want this build to start on every push to my GitHub repo, so I can pick my primary source webhook events and I can set it to the event type push. Next I need to configure the build environment, so I can select the operating system as Ubuntu, and I can select the standard runtime with the latest image. Next we need to create a service role that this build will run under. I've already got an existing service role, so I'll select that, but you can create a new one here if you need to. My project contains a build spec file that we will use, and we will look at that later. So that's it. Let's just go ahead and create this build project. And that's it. Our build project has been created. Our Cloudsmith CodeBuild demo. Now let's go and have a look at the source that we will build with this project. Here is my project. And if we have a look at the hello.c file, we will see that it just prints a very simple message. Cloudsmith, be awesome and automate everything. So next we will have a look at the build spec file. The build spec file is where we define the phases of our AWS CodeBuild project. The first thing we set up is an environment variable, our Cloudsmith API key, which I've stored in AWS's key management service. Next we look at the phases. The first phase is the install phase. We set up our Python version and we install the prerequisites that are necessary to build our Debian package. Then we install the Cloudsmith command line using pip install cloudsmith CLI. Next, in the build phase, we run the commands that are necessary to build our Debian package. And this will vary depending on what package format you are building. But the common thread here is that you will be using the Cloudsmith command line to push your package to your Cloudsmith repository. In this case, our demo organization and our CodeBuild demo repository. So let's just modify our source file and change the message. We then just save and close the file. We then just commit these changes and get ready to push the file to our GitHub repo. Just before we push our changes, let's go and have a look at our Cloudsmith repository. There are no packages in this repository yet. This is an empty repository. Its name is CodeBuild Demo, just as we specified in our build spec file. So let's just go ahead and push our changes to our GitHub repo. That's it. And if we now go back to our CodeBuild project and check our build history, we can see that a new build has started and is in progress. Let's just click on the build run to get the details. We can see that our build has been submitted and queued and is currently provisioning a new container to run the build. And we can tail the logs to get a real-time output of our build progress. I'll just speed the video up slightly here, as this build can take a couple of minutes. It's now installing all the prerequisites required to build our Debian package. And now it's installing the Cloudsmith command line. We can now see the output of our build, our Cloudsmith CodeBuild test Debian package. And then finally it runs the command Cloudsmith push deb to our CodeBuild demo repo to push our Debian package to Cloudsmith. And the package has synchronized successfully and been uploaded to Cloudsmith. We can close the logs and we can check that all the phases of our build project completed successfully. And if we now go and look at our Cloudsmith repository, we can see that we have our new Debian package, our Cloudsmith CodeBuild test. I hope this video demonstrated how easy it is to integrate your Cloudsmith repositories into your AWS CodeBuild projects. If you'd like to find out more or you'd like to try it out for yourself, just go to cloudsmith.com and sign up from there.